recently there was a video of Dwight Howard, training his son, right? And his son was crying and all this good stuff, and he's telling him push through it, and he's getting a lot of hate. Basically, people saying, the kid didn't want to do it. Why is he forcing him and all that good stuff? That hey, he's being too hard on him. And some people are like, well, that's what a dad is there to do, right? He's to push his son. Some people are like, no, that's if the kid doesn't want to do it, he ain't got to do it. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, it doesn't seem like a big deal to me, right? I don't think it's that bad.
I can't. Come on. I can't do it. No, I can't. What do you want me to do?
Don't worry about that. I want you to do it till I tell you to stop.
Let's
go! Come on. Pick it up. That's it.
I can't.
Go.
Look, you see that? It seems like a trainer train a client. Okay, let's take away that it's a kid, right? And just look at it's two people, one person pushing the other person, right? Of course, people say it's a kid, but at the end of the day, even if as a trainer, that's a trainer and a client, or a father and a son, right? As a kid, it's teaching him to persevere, push past your pain. If you just teach somebody that when it gets hard, quit, that is a stupid lesson to teach. So because if he is the father, not just him being the father, anybody that has brain understands that this world doesn't necessarily give you nothing. It doesn't give you nothing. You have to go get it. And even sometimes when you have all the capabilities and everything, it might still not get it. You don't give up. You keep going if you want it that bad, right? And it's health. It's all. I don't see anything wrong at all in the video at all. Maybe it's because I'm Nigerian. Maybe the bias is because I'm coming from a third world country, Nigeria, right? And I was raised slightly differently, or differently from the cultures out here, the Western culture. But a father or a parent pushing their kid to persevere past pain, right? Health-wise too, for his own good. You know what I'm saying? Training, not like he's just out here just maybe has them and he's just whipping it. No. It's actually a workout. And some people feel like it's too much. It's toxic masculinity or blah, 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 or whatever it is. I think that's too much on their part. Whoever is commenting and all that. You shouldn't be telling a father how to raise his kid, especially if he's not hurting the kid. The kid isn't being hurt. He's training the kid. Nothing in this life, I think the idea of it's like the whole idea of giving kids, everybody gets a trophy type thing for participation. That's not how the world works. You don't get a participation trophy just because, we have to teach our children how to survive in the world. And some people say, there's a time for that. No. Once they're conscious, once kids start making decisions, I personally think it's the best time. We were all kids. I was a kid once, So all what I learned from my parents, persevering and all that, the hardships, what is right, what is wrong. I remember recently, I called my moms and I told I was like, I love y'all for that, because I remember when I was young, I did not like that thing. But coming into the world, I see why y'all did it like that. Can you imagine if they raised me just all chilling, willy-nilly? Man, I would give up a lot, because life doesn't necessarily give you what you want. It's just, you have to go get it. And sometimes it doesn't have, you might have everything that it takes. All that. You go for that job, you go for that thing, you go for that, and you still ain't going to get it. Not the first time, not the second time. That's just life. Life is not fair, right? So we need to teach kids from growing up, not, just hand them whatever. Life is not fair, right? Because I've made it, I'm trying to give you the best. But at the same time, I need you to understand that life is not fair. You need to go get it. And I think the idea, the way we raise our children, everybody, mind you, again, this is his child. He's not harming the child. He's not hurting the child. So he can raise his child how he wants to raise his child. We shouldn't have a say. I think that the world also has moved to a point where, as they say, it takes a community to raise a kid or something like that. I don't necessarily think so. Unless the community is family members and stuff like that, because you can't be telling somebody how to raise their child. If everybody raised all their children the same way, we'll have robots out here acting the same. But then again, people keep forgetting there's individuality. Even a kid has his own personality. Even dogs come with their own personality. Every creature has their own personality. Some might be similar to some might be different from some. At the end of the day, you don't want to just raise the same thinking motherfucker. Everybody's just, The flavor in life is the variations, in individuals, in things, right? If everything was the same, we'll be robots. In this situation as well, right? He's raising his kid. Maybe the kid came out. Someone was like, "Oh, well, what if his kid came out not willing to work?" But as I said, we have to teach him how the world works, right? He's seen. He's like, "Okay, you can't quit, dog. You got to keep going." You know what I'm saying? How long you want to keep going, that will be left to you. But right now, you with me. Same thing. Also, like kids are independent, right? Once they get to 18, right? That's when they consider adults. All this ain't gonna last forever. My parents did it to me too. When I was arguing and all that good stuff, I don't want to do it. They're like, look, you see you living with me, this is how it's gonna be. When you're old enough, you can go do whatever. So a lot of people always like, oh man, this is a rock. No. It's like when you're working in a job. When you're working in a job, you can't just do whatever you want. Does that mean that they're disrespecting you or da? No. You know what I'm saying? They're responsible for you, and you also responsible for the work you do type thing. Everything is connected. Right? So while you here at this job, you're going to act a certain way. You're going to do what you need to do. Right? Once you leave, you're on your own. You're free to do whatever, whatever you want to do. All that, it's time for everything. It's all timing and everything. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think. Because I definitely think, as I said, it's his kid. You can't be telling him how to raise his kid. He's teaching the kid a very important thing. Right? It's healthy as well. It's good for his health, right? Working out ain't supposed to feel good. The idea is supposed to be every time you get in the gym, you push past your previous limit. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get in there, you push past your limit. Every time doing better. I don't see anything wrong with this. So whoever is hating, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I don't agree with it. I think he was doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me know what y'all think, of course. If you thought it was bad and all that good stuff, because I don't see it. Of course, there was talk about his baby mama going in on him, talking about, oh man, that he's never died and all that good stuff. Now he's he got TV and blah, blah, blah. That's for them. That's family matter. We're not about to talk about that's whatever they got going on, that's going on there. But then again, it's one of them things I say, when you bring your family business out there for everybody, then everybody gets to chime in. It's like everybody's a member of your family. That's not, I don't think it's wise. But let me know what y'all think. And then we're going to go on to the next thing that's out there.